Hello students, let's continue with the periodic classification of elements. In the previous class, we had discussed the classification given by the Daubigny and the work of the Daubigny, the attempts made by the Daubigny, he gave an encouragement to the other chemists as well to correlate the properties of the elements with the atomic masses. And one of the English chemists, that was Newland, he again made an attempt in this direction, and his classification was termed as Newland's law of octaves. So let's first see what he gave. In his time, almost 56 elements were discovered. Okay, and what he said, when the elements were arranged in the increasing order of their atomic masses, as we had said, same thing as we had seen in the same thing in the Daubigny's classification also. So here we will write that when the elements were arranged in the increasing order of their atomic masses, order of their atomic masses, every eighth element, it was having the properties similar to the first element. So he said every eighth element showed the similar properties to the first one. It was resembling, he just compared it with the music notes. That is why it is called as law of octaves. And he has arranged elements from hydrogen to thorium. Hydrogen atomic mass 1 and the thorium atomic mass 56. So the elements, total elements 56, which were discovered in his time, he has tried to arrange them all, and he kept them in the increasing order of their atomic masses, and he just compared them with the musical notes. So we can write here, in the music we are having 8 notes: sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dha, ni, and then there is again the repetition. Okay, so in the same way he just placed all the elements. Like first he placed hydrogen, fluorine, and here then placed chlorine, cobalt, and nickel. He placed over here. Then he take this one, beryllium. Okay, and students, what he noticed, that there was a repetition. Suppose if we talk about this lithium sodium or lithium sodium potassium, he found that lithium if you are considering, this is the first element, then first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. So sodium was resembling in his properties with the lithium. Similarly, potassium is the eighth element after the sodium. So he said all these elements are having the similar properties. Similarly, in case of beryllium, magnesium, and calcium, all of them are having the similar properties. Though he has written the other elements that I will take from the book, they were below this aluminium. Below this, he kept chromium. Then he had kept titanium and manganese, iron. Okay, and here he kept cobalt, nickel along with this copper and zinc. Now, he has given this classification in which all the elements, the 56 elements, were arranged, fine, and in the order of the increasing atomic mass. But there were certain limitations with his classification. He too gave the tabular form of arrangement, and he said that the elements which are coming in the same groups, they were having the similar properties. But when we talk about the limitations, he was having four limitations, or you can say drawbacks, disadvantages. Okay, now the first of the disadvantage was applicable. His classification was applicable only up to calcium. कैल्शियम तक तो ये फॉलो करता था दैट एवरी एट्थ एलिमेंट वाज हैविंग द सिमिलर प्रॉपर्टी टू द फर्स्ट वन, बट आफ्टर दिस कैल्शियम इट वाज नॉट ओबेड, दिस वाज द नॉट ऑब्जर्व दैट देयर इज अ रिपीटिशन इन द प्रॉपर्टी. Okay, so it was the first drawback. Second drawback, when he was placing the elements in this classification, unnecessarily, just to fit the elements, he kept two elements in the same slot. If you will see this one, cobalt and nickel, two elements were placed in the same slots. Okay, so the second limitation we can write, two elements placed in the same slot. He has kept not only cobalt nickel, but one more was there. If you can see here, it is cerium and lanthanum. You can see in the table which is given in our book, table 5.3. So he placed some combinations in one slot. Okay, and the next drawback we can say, he placed the elements with the elements which were not having the same properties. Cobalt and nickel, it was placed with fluorine, chlorine, and here in below we are having bromine. This cobalt and nickel, it was placed with fluorine, chlorine, and bromine, though they were not similar in the properties. So we can write similar elements placed apart. दैट मीन्स ये जो कोबाल्ट एंड निकल थे, इनकी प्रॉपर्टीज किससे रिजेंबल करती थी? आयरन से. सो दीज वर प्लेस्ड अपार्ट एंड डिसिमिलर एलिमेंट्स प्लेस्ड टुगेदर. ओके, सो दिस इज वन ऑफ द ड्रॉबैक. कोबाल्ट निकल को फ्लोरीन, क्लोरीन, ब्रोमीन के साथ रख दिया गया, दो देयर प्रॉपर्टीज वर नॉट सिमिलर एंड दे वर केप्ट अपार्ट फ्रॉम द आयरन with which they resemble in their properties. And the last drawback, it was taken as, he assumed that only 56 elements are present in the nature. उन्होंने केवल जो उस टाइम 56 एलिमेंट्स थे, ही अज्यूम दैट इन द यूनिवर्स ऑल टुगेदर ओनली 56 एलिमेंट्स एग्जिस्ट. ही डिडंट टुक द कॉन्सेप्ट दैट कि इन फ्यूचर अदर एलिमेंट्स कैन बी डिस्कवर्ड. सो ही थॉट दैट took the concept that only 56 elements exist in nature. Fine. And so we can say that Newland's law of octave, it was applicable only for the lighter elements that we had seen. Up to calcium it was applicable, but afterwards it was not showing the repetition in the properties, and this was the limitation of the Newland. That's all for today. Thank you, students, and keep studying.